Hey, this is Shireen with the last video for 2021. We've been cheering along the way. So what I'm doing right now is vegetarian or vegan black eyed peas. Black eyed peas is a traditional meal or a traditional dish that you do with New Year's Eve, meaning money, good luck. Collard greens actually mean money. Black eyed peas are for good luck and prosperity. We're going to take that all in. So since this is vegan, what we're doing is starting with the vegetable broth. This is a Great Value brand. I'm not being paid for these. And what I love garlic. So what we're doing is actually adding garlic. And since I'm from my condo, I don't have my normal stuff in my house. This is my condo. Remember that. I don't have my normal stuff. So what I'm doing is taking this makeshift veggie bullet. It's a no-name brand, but we're thanking it for it. And we're just going to tighten it because as you can see, this is what happens. Buy the cheap, throw the cheap. We're going to just take this here. I've got my garlic in here. Y'all know I love garlic. So what we're just doing is mincing up this garlic quickly, adding it to a little water to go ahead and get this going. The best thing you can do with vegan is actually start with some garlic with it. I start every meal pretty much with garlic because it tastes good. And so the veggie bullet, I just didn't feel like, I didn't have a mincer with me. So the veggie bullet, NutriBullet, whatever you use, it minces, blender, it minces it up well for you. And it goes in here. So what I've done, because as I like to do things on my own, we're going to start with a little salt. We got to get some flavor. I've got stuff for dressing as well here. A little seasoning salt. Like I said, I'm not home, so I'm using what I can, the best that I can. We're going to do a couple of red pepper flakes because a lot of people don't like. There's some dark skinned red pepper flakes. That means they might be a little old, so they're flavorful. And a little onion powder. Just a little, because we've got the we've already got the garlic in there. A little seasoning salt. No, this is regular sea salt, just to give it a little. Salt actually takes out. You don't need a lot, but it will give it it intensifies that flavor. A little black pepper, and that's it. So what I did do was I used dry beans, but I was talking to someone earlier today. I'm not gonna say who. And she used canned beans. So what you want to do is just rinse those beans off. And we don't have onions today. So what I did was soak the dried beans for about 6 hours in some baking soda. And then I just let it go. This is it. I've cleaned them off already. I'm going to put the pot on and let them boil for a couple of hours. And all of the seasoning in there will marinate. What I probably will do is actually take an onion and mince it up and put it there as well. But that's just extra to give it that flavor. So we'll let this boil for a few hours and then we'll come back and show you what we do next. Alrighty, Happy New Year. Thank you. Alright, so I'm back now. Believe it or not, the beans have only been boiling for 30 minutes. That's the benefit of soaking them. You don't have to necessarily soak your beans. But like I said before, what I did was I soaked them in baking soda because that hopefully helps get rid of the gas. I found if I put the baking soda in while the beans were boiling, they would start to disintegrate. So as you can see, Denise showed you a picture of the beans already completed. I'm going to boil them a little longer, but they're soft and they taste good. So here's a trick I learned from a friend of mine, no names. In order to get a gravy without using flour, but we may use some flour. You just take some of the bean juice and with the beans, and we take our lovely NutriBullet here. Let's see if we can get this without turning it. Okay, it worked. Oh, it's spilling. This is not live TV, but close enough. So we blend it up and just add it to it. Ooh, that's hot. We're gonna let it roll. Live TV, not live TV, but live taping, and we don't do any types of cuts on here. This is what it is. And as you can see, come closer, Denise. It's gotten a little thicker here, and what I'm going to do is add a little flour. So we're going to put it back on and let it boil. And because I don't threw this in here. Oh, sorry. This is a mess. So we're going to add a little bit of flour here to get a gravy. We don't have time for all of this. Y'all just trust me. So I'm letting it boil again. We're gonna go to the freezer and get the flour, which is hanging out in the freezer. Why? Because it's not used often. I am a chef to the stars, so I do fly down here every couple of months to cook. You need to book me, buy my ticket, and I'm there to cook for you. And so we're just gonna add a little. Yeah, and also I'm chef to the stars, or what else? This is my condo. Let me see what other story I can tell you in a few minutes. We're just gonna add a little flour. I'll probably add a little more. Come closer so you can see it. With the gravy. A lot of times you do it with cold water, but since I'm being brave today, we're gonna do it with hot water. A lot of times I'll do a dumpling, but we don't have, we on a, I'm ready to celebrate the new year. I don't care what time it is. Happy New Year. And we just add that to our mixture over here that's boiling. Look. I'm sorry.
It knows its demise.
Exactly. It's saying, no! Save us! All right. And so notice the water's boiling. And I'm just going to add that in. It's a nice thick gravy. Get a little ladle over here. This is the other problem. Or I shouldn't say the disadvantage. It's not necessarily a problem because I don't mind being away from home. This is a disadvantage of not being in your own kitchen. Shake it up a little. Ignore all that noise it's making. Stir it up. Come on closer. And just let it simmer. I'm going to put this on low and let it simmer down some. I'm going to not put the lid on because I want the water to dissolve. If I didn't want the water to dissolve or the liquid to dissolve, I'd put the mixture on. And so that's it. And so what I'm saying here to you all, Happy New Year. You see, I'm so happy. Been here for a long time, and that's the only goal that I'm striving for. No nonsense in 2022. There's never any nonsense with me, so let me clarify that. So don't read into what I'm saying, but what I'm saying is that you don't have to accept anything that you don't want to accept. Life is up to you in the way that you make it happen. Life is the way you make it. So Happy New Year. Yay. Thank you very much for watching. This is December 31st, 5:56. I'm about to eat me some food and chill out for the rest of the evening and find some fireworks on the beach. Make it an absolutely wonderful one. The choice is ultimately up to you. Thank you.